Okay, I'd like to start the Recreation, Public Parks and Building Committee meeting at 8:45. Present are all of council, the mayor, finance director, HR director, planning director, and guests. We're here to discuss 2020-105, a resolution authorizing the mayor to purchase computer products, including desktops, from CDW Government LLC at a cost of $47,886.55 through the state purchase program, and further authorizing the mayor to execute all documents necessary to effectuate such purchase and declaring an emergency. Mayor, do you want to handle this?
Mr. Chairman, I think Eric's here with us and he can handle it.
Okay, go ahead, Eric.
Mr. Chairman, may I interject?
Sure.
Sorry. The computer upgrade was discussed during budget with City Council, and I will defer to Eric. He got all the information on the quotes and everything. So if anyone has any questions, Eric is here. But Eric, you want to just give a quick summary and just a refresher on what this involves?
Sure. Good evening, everybody. Basically what this does, it allows us to go through the process and get the remaining items upgraded across the city, basically everything across the entire organization minus the police department and the fire station MDTs, which have already been upgraded to Surface Pros and Surface laptops. So what this allows us to do, it brings us current with Windows Server 2019, along with Microsoft Windows 10. And as everybody probably is aware, the Windows 7 is going to be out of support here. It actually has been out of support already, but there are extensions for those that need to have additional services supported through Microsoft. So this will allow us to get everything updated and current, period of another 3 to 5 years. And it also provides us with greater remote access capabilities to devices, whether they are on or off or located in-house or anywhere across the network. One of the other big pieces to this is it allows us to offer and provide spare components and parts. We are basically building these through the Intel server channel and desktop channel, and we'll have spare parts capabilities and spare hardware on site in case something were to happen or some type of fault will take a computer down or kind of out of the equation. So like I said, everything is built in, is put together, and it will offer all of us to gain the advantages of Windows 10 security and mobility and everything moving forward. Anybody have any questions as to what was designed or recommended?
Anybody from committee have any questions?
I think Mary Ellen does, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, Mary Ellen.
Thank you. Eric, I was just curious to know, so on the spare inventory parts and things like that, like how did you determine, which parts you would probably want to have in reserve, and then what number of those items you would want to have in reserve? Because I'm looking at it and it looks generally like you're trying to do about 30 whole computer sets, but maybe I'm not reading the quote correctly. So I was just curious as to how much of the backup how you evaluated that, by things break faster, other things don't, like what was the criteria?
Yeah, thank you. The actual number is 65 devices, and there are different quantities for different types of items there based on the amount of RAM or the type of hard drive that will be available to the devices. And generally what you want to do is specify somewhere, give or take, between 5 and 15% for device failures, etc. There are additional monitors there as well, because there are quite a few employees that have dual monitor setups today and had used those for, a long period of time with the older Dells and HPs that were once made available to everybody. Some of those are going to be able to be removed because these are much larger, much brighter monitors, but there are some people that still want to engage and have the dual monitor capabilities. Does that help answer the question?
It does. May I have a follow-up, Mr. Chair?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So on the DVD externals, are those just those little portable things that sort of plug in? And you've got only, I don't know, like 5 of these or something? Do we just not need them too much anymore? And how are they going to be shared across departments, or what's the plan for that? Sometimes you still need them and it's challenging,
Great question. Most everything today will not require DVDs. We haven't had the need or the requirements for basically any department to have access to DVDs. Most everything now is available either email or through some type of file sharing service or thumb drives. And quite honestly, what we are trying to do throughout this upgrade process is to limit the number of connected devices to help for the potential invasion of malware and spyware and cryptoware and everything else too. So a lot of things will be locked down and eliminated from necessity.
Are there any other questions from committee? From council? Director Gallo, do you have anything else?
All I would ask, if it's your pleasure, for suspension so that it passes at the next council meeting so we can order and get the equipment in.
Yeah, it's going to take quite a bit of time to get everything put together and distributed across the organization.
Okay, yeah. So if there are no other questions, then I would recommend get a vote from committee to recommend a full council with suspension. And I ask for a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass 3-0. Meeting is ended at 8:53. Thank you.